Hey, it's Cody. Today I thought I'd hop on here and talk a little bit about what I do for the new moon. So, it's February. The new moon is either tonight or tomorrow night. I don't remember. I'm too lazy to look, but the point is, I was kind of getting some of the stuff out and just planning in my head what I'm gonna do. And I was like, I could probably make this a video because I just like being nosy about like literally exactly what people do. Um, so I figure if I would like to see this from somebody else, then maybe someone would like to see it from me. So I will warn you, it's not that like involved. I know myself and I know that I'm not gonna do shit if it takes me like more than 20 minutes. Like I'm just not on a monthly basis anyway. You know, maybe if there's a specific working that I'm trying to do, um or I'm feeling like super witchy right then, I'm just I'm not gonna do a shitload of things. I'm just not. Um, okay, so new moons are my favorite. I know that a lot of people are super into full moons, but not me. I don't know why. Just the full moon always feels exhausting to me. I don't sleep well because it's bright. this the new moon, the dark moon, whatever is this is my shit. So, some of this stuff I'm going to show you is literally just shit that I get out on my altar. So the first thing, this is my little sphere. This is, a gold sheen obsidian. Lighting's kind of weird here. Sorry about that, but it's got its little gold sheen there. I don't know if you can see. So I literally just sit this on my altar. I have a sphere that's maybe a tiny, tiny smidge bigger than this. That's selenite that I set out for the full moon. So that's some of my big celebration there. Here are the crystals that I work with. So this, oh my god, no, I wanted you to be able to see like the shine kind of in it. This is not labradorite. This is called larvikite. Sometimes it's sold as like black labradorite, or people call it black moonstone. It's not. It doesn't have that same look. These sort of have, I don't know how to explain it, like little chunks of black in it, but in a different way um than like a rainbow moonstone does. And its little like flash is in these little patches rather than being like, I don't know how to explain it, man. All right, this is larvikite. This is a little mystic merlinite palm stone that I always use. This I actually bought. Well, I'll tell you about that in a sec. And this is my new moon necklace that I wear when I remember. I made this. It's not perfect. It's, oh my god. Show the flash! Okay, well, it's not going to, but it does have like a dark blue flash kind of up along here. I made this. I put the little, again, larvikite beads because I'm really into larvikite. So, a deity that I've been working with for a couple years, I feel like it would be fair to say that my work with her sort of waxes and wanes. This is Nyx. This is the Greek goddess, not necessarily of darkness, but of like, I don't know. It's been a long time, so I looked at the specific word, but like lack of light, sort of. She's primordial. She's, before any titans or any of that shit happened. She like absorbed, sort of formed out of the chaos of like the universe and just started doing shit, right? Her kids are like dreams and sleep and death. There's really not that much information about her. I don't know if she didn't really have people that worshipped her very much. There aren't really very many stories about her. There's one where she gets pissed off at Zeus about something, and she's like the only one that he's scared of, supposedly. But this is a little it's not even technically a little statuette. I got this from, I think it's called Del Mortico. I'll link the Etsy shop. They have some really cool stuff. This is actually supposed to be like an ornament, but it was $20, and I was like, you know what, it's perfect. So here she is. She's pulling her cloak behind her to, bring the night across the skies. Got bats and the little moon here. I keep her hanging up on a little thing above my altar, but I usually bring her down onto it. It's kind of hard because, like, if she had a base, she'd be a lot easier to handle, but she doesn't, so I always gotta, like, prop her up on shit. It's like resin, so it's super, super light, and I'm terrified it's gonna get broken, but anyway, that aside, she'll be coming down. So during some of my work with Nick, sometimes it'll just strike me even sometimes like in the summer. It's not necessarily seasonal. But she sort of always comes up around the new moon, and the Mystic Merlinite is just a stone that I have sort of connected with her myself. It's not like historically, anything. So honestly, I'm gonna wear this necklace. I'm gonna put these crystals on my altar. I'm gonna sit that fucker on there in a prominent position. I'm gonna put Nyx on there. I am going to have some mugwort tea. This is dried mugwort in here. It tastes so bad. I hate it so much. I covered that shit with honey. I had some last night. I was like, God damn, this shit's bad. But you know what? Also, I've never had it work, so I don't know why I always do it. Like, people are like, what's for lucid dreaming? I'm not even trying to lucid dream, okay? I'm just literally trying to, like, just remember my dreams or have interesting dreams or something. I don't know. Point is, the shit's awful. I keep trying it. I don't know why. I've, like, turned it into a little ritual for myself, but ultimately I don't think it does anything. I could definitely just swap it out with some other kind of tea that I don't hate, but I apparently enjoy suffering, so. Alright. I'm actually gonna move this shit, because I feel like something's gonna happen to this bitch, and I don't want that to happen, because I'm gonna be pissed. Also, you should check out, I think it's called Del Morte. I could be totally wrong on how you say that, but the shop's got a lot of really cool shit. Like, there's, like, full-size, statues of deities, and, like, these wall plaques and shit. Like, there's just some really cool shit on that site, or the shop, so I will be sure to link that below. Okay, so there are two, card-related things, that I do on the new moon. I have some other practices that come and go. Ultimately, there are two that are, like, the must-dos, right? The first one is I just hop my ass on Instagram and I scroll through, and I look for new moon readings. A lot of times I use ones that Owl and Bones Tarot post because I really like the ones that they post. But sometimes there's definitely other ones I'll just be like, okay, that looks reasonable. So this, I did a little unboxing and, like, flip through this deck. I believe this is called the Mystical Universe Tarot. And I thought that it might be really cool to do my new moon reading with. So whatever, spread that I pick off of, like, Instagram or whatever is what I'm gonna do. Normally, I think I use the Dreamkeeper's Tarot. There's a couple others. God, I think it's the Wanderer's Tarot. There's one that's black. It was indie at first, and then it got picked up by a mass market thing. Really glossy, big cards. They're black with, like, white on them. I don't know. That's what I used to use, but I kind of have trouble connecting with that deck, and I decided to stop trying to force it, so, yeah. Anyway, I got this, and my intention is to do my new moon reading with it. I usually just try and look for a spread that's between 3 and 6 cards. I don't want to just draw a couple. I don't know. I look at what the card meanings are. It's usually, like, connected with the astrological sign that the moon is in, I'm not that picky about it. Just a little something. If I'm going to set an intention, it's kind of different. This, I'm just showing you what I do for a new moon, even if it's, like, if I'm not doing any sort of working. There's just some shit that I always do. I mean, it would be more pointed if I was actually trying to do something specific. I might make a spread or look for a spread that I feel like is sort of answering questions about it. Right now I'm not really doing anything in particular, besides using this deck and seeing how it seems to respond to, doing new moon readings. So, this is an indie deck. I will also, put the link to the shop where I got this deck as well down in the description box. So, alright. I think we've probably looked at enough of that. I do have like an unboxing of this deck if you want to see all of the cards. Oh my god. I knew this would happen eventually. This is like a really thin cloth that like bunches up and pisses me off. I knew at some point I was gonna grab it and get the fucking cloth too. So, alright. New moon reading. Then, I will, of course, put that shit in my tarot journal. I don't know if I've got an example of a new moon reading in here. I really slacked on, doing readings last month. That's full moon. Is this new moon? Nope, that's simple. Did I not do a new moon reading last? Okay, anyway. Okay, so like, here was a new moon in Sagittarius spread. This I did in December. This was an Owl and Bones tarot spread. So I just take the cards. My printer is also like a little copier. I can't make things that it's copying be like a smaller percentage. It's always just at 100%. So like when you got big ass cards, you're just going to take up a bunch of the room, and you know, that's fine. Okay, the other thing that I'm going to do, I have mentioned this in a couple other videos, but I guess I'll stick it here too. So this is a card from the Weaver's Oracle. Absolutely one of my favorite decks to exist. Like, if something happened to this, if I survived the initial terror and sadness, I would sell my house to buy another copy of this. It's so beautiful. You know, let's just look at it a little bit. So my practice has been, since I got this deck, every new moon I draw a card. And the way that the guidebook is set up is it's like a myth, sort of, a little folktale maybe, I don't know, about the crone pictured. And it doesn't like literally just give you a card meaning. You sort of have to draw your own meaning out of it. And I think that is just a lot more powerful to me personally than it just, you know, giving you like some keywords or what exactly it means. It's up to you to pull what you identify with out of that. So one of these cards, like my card, what is it? Ochre, I don't know, Udagon or something of the Spirit Spindle. I don't know how you fucking say that word. I could probably Google it, but so I keep that on my altar, and just kind of think about it. This is one of those rare decks that I can like sort of think about for an entire month or a whole moon cycle. For a while there I was doing this on the full moon, but it was too fucking much. So this deck is absolutely one of my favorites, and I actually look forward to the new moon because that means I'm getting ready to use this deck. So, oh my god, I just fucking bent a card, like it didn't crease or anything, but holy shit. Alright. Get this out of here. So what I do on the new moon, like I did this on the last new moon, that was on what, January 21st. Now what I do is I go through and write down little quotes from the guidebook that I feel like are really the heart of what the card is trying to say to me. Let me see, I'll just read them to you here. I've got one that says, "This is to remind you that this land will not forget you. This is to remind you that your sisters will not forget you. Another one is ritual red ochre powder is a symbol of blood. Blood of earth and mother, blood of labor and life, blood of wounds and death. First blood, last blood. Let me see. To understand beginnings, we must know endings. To know mending, we must know breaking. The bright drum will not sound complete unless the dark drum has played out its turn. That is all we need to know when we come to the morning fires. I think my favorite one is the very act of winding, strapping, folding, tucking our dear dead into bark or shroud or blanket will shift lament into lullaby and coffin into nest. So this is very much a card about endings. And so I write these quotes, I look back at it throughout the month. She has an alternate name, she honors the wrapping of bark. And then this page is just left blank until the next full moon, or new moon, sorry, when I write down, how I feel like this applied to my life. So probably later this evening, if I get a chance, or it might be tomorrow, I'll go through, I'll read the entire entry, in the book, and then, go ahead and write about it. And then I'll be drawing a new card, for the next month, for this coming moon cycle. So, I guess I better put this away properly before I get fucking cursed for the rest of my life from this shit. Yeah, so this is ultimately what I do for the new moon. Looking at it on here, it doesn't seem like much. I'm sure some people, have elaborate ass rituals where they, go out in the woods and shit. I'm just fucking sitting at my sewing machine / desk, scribbling away in a little journal, but, it is what it is. So, I kind of try and keep my practice reasonable for myself. If it's a bunch of shit, I'm not going to do it. So, yeah. That's what I will be doing for this new moon. It's what I will be doing for all the new moons for the foreseeable future. And if I change something, I'll hop on here and share it, because if someone else was showing what they did for the new moon, I would like to know if they changed something too, because I'm nosy. So happy new moon, and thanks for watching. Bye.